This annual Quality Stocks today's Wednesday, November 17th, 2010. And today we're going to take a look at WGAT Communications. It's a NASDAQ bulletin board company trading our ticker WGAT. So look at a 9-month chart. We can see it's in a downtrend, but it's forming a pretty nice base through here. Got a little bit of a rise, pulled back down. Moving averages pulling together at this point. See, we've got a nice uptrend overall going on with the MACD. We could extend that all the way back through here to see it's got a pretty nice uptrend over the whole 9-month period. Histogram is heading towards zero right now, telling us we're about ready to get another bullish cross. It's got a pretty nice look to it. Last time it got into this position, this pinch, made a huge move. It's a little bit different this time because we do have the PPO trending towards zero, following along with the MACD. ADX is getting up very high, telling this trend is very, very strong at this point. So we're going to look at this ADX to start flattening back out and see if this trend is going to lose some strength. See, the negative DI started to make a turn. It's actually got a little bit of a descending look to it at this point. Positive DI down very low, below 5. So we're going to look for that to make a turn as well. MFIs aren't really giving us anything good at this point, all heading down. 21 still in a pretty solid downtrend. So we'll just have to keep an eye on them to reverse because we're seeing an uptrend in the accumulation distribution. And we're seeing that the J.K. money flow is still showing that buying pressure is overcoming selling pressure. So we're getting a little bit of mixed signals between those three indicators. But I do like the uptrend in the accumulation distribution. I like this J.K. money flow holding over zero at this point. CCI once again throwing in another mixed signal, with it breaking through negative 100. That is a sell point for anybody that got in at this area to break through it. So that's still going to have to stay on watch to see what it does at this point. Full still also on a slide was holding over 50. Still in close proximity to it, so this little dip below it's not that big of a deal if it can pull back over it. We don't really want to see it drop down here near 20. That gets to be a little bit uglier if that does happen. So we want to see if this full still is going to put some momentum back into this chart and try and pull back over 50. Trix is in a little bit of a downtrend, but overall, again, if it can make a roll through here and make a turn, it does make a new uptrend to it. That's the kind of thing we'll be looking for. I want to see this roll through here. That'll have a pretty nice look towards a trend towards zero if it does roll. Like so many bottom charts, RSI is below 50, been basically trading below it, a little pop above it here with the longer term, 14 and 21. So we're going to look for those three all nice and neatly tucked together, all right around this 48 or 49 range. So we're going to see if they're going to push through 50. This chart gets pretty good support right through here at 35. See, it closed at 38. That's still within a 10% range. What I do like about it is the Bollinger Bands are starting to tighten up a little bit. You can see them snugging together some. And I like always moving averages getting pulled in together. A lot of times they don't like to ride together for a long time. It'll make a move. Even these short-term ones right through here got pulled together and a little rise came. When you put that 50-day into the mix, a lot of times another move does come. It can break down, it can break up. It doesn't tell you which way, but it does tell you that typically a move is coming in the near future. From a resistance standpoint, certainly going to meet a little bit right there at 38. I have to assume because we're not zoomed in close enough, this is probably rounded up to 38. It's probably really 37.5. Because it's going to meet a little bit of resistance right there at 38 just based on these previous days and a little bit of support through here. If this is going to make a substantial move, it's going to have to break through 40, which there's pretty good resistance right there. Even don't be fooled by these days because it gapped up, came right back down, gapped up, came right back down. So holding over 40 was a difficult time for it. So it's going to have to put a move on and push through that. See, there's a slight increase in volume yesterday to almost 150,000 shares. That's still about average for it. It's going to need to have a day more like this at 500,000 or possibly even more than that to put some significant push to try and make it through 40. What we're looking for at this point is to hold this support level at 35, move the price per share over top of the moving averages, and see if this can make an uptrend to it, see if it can break through this 40, and then definitely 41 is what you want to see. You want to see a new higher high hold from this recent past. It's got a little kind of a very shallow double bottom to it, but it's got a pretty nice look. And I like these long-term indicators trending back towards zero. So we want to keep an eye on WGAT and see what it does here in the near future. As always, this is merely my interpretation of the chart. This is Andy with Quality Stocks. Thanks for watching and trade smart.